Hi, welcome back to Coursebox C channel. And back to the tutorial for C programming and data structure also. Let's continue the topic today. Today we are going to see the topic called linked list. Today we are going to discuss what is a linked list, why we need linked list, and how to implement the linked list just for create and display the elements. Okay, so this is tutorial definitely helpful for who are preparing for the KT, UGC, university, college level, and who want to learn C language properly also. Definitely will helpful for you because I will show the demonstration also. Let's go for the tutorial today. First of all, you have to know what is linked list. It's a linear data set. You have to remember, like arrays, it's also one of the linear data structure. And here every linked list has two parts: the data section, another one called the address section, where it holds the address of the next element in the list, that is called as node. And then the size of the linked list is not always fixed here, and the data items can be added at any location in the list. And unlike arrays, linked list elements are not stored at a continuous location. The elements are linked through using pointers. And before see why we need linked list, to see the diagram, this represents of linked list. If you want to represent, so let's take the example of linked list. It's a node where it's have data member followed by the link, and also data where its memory location is there followed by the link. Data, some data like 30 will be followed by the link, another one is the 40 followed by the memory location, like that. Now the question is why we need linked list, because arrays can be used to store linear data of similar types, but arrays have the following limitations. The first limitation is the size of the array is fixed, so we must know the upper limit and the number of elements in advance. So size of the array is very fixed. That means whenever runtime you can insert more number of elements. Then inserting a new element in an array of element is expensive. Everything we'll understand after seeing the demonstration. Okay, now we will see. Now the question is how can I insert the 50? Suppose in the linked list node is there, I want to insert the 50 in between. I can insert 50 easily in the linked list. This is a single linked list. Okay. So I want to insert 50 without disturbing 20, 30. I can in between I can insert successfully 50 in the node single linked list easily here. Then there are, and you have to remember head. Here head means what? Point to the first node of the linked list, and next pointer of the last node is null here. Next pointer of the last node is the null. The 2 points you have to remember. Now see types of linked list. There are 3 types will be there. One is called single linked list, another is a double linked list, another is a circular linked list. We don't bother about these two because we consider only the single linked list, and double linked list, left link, right link will be there. In single linked list, what? When you write the program, the structure will be like that, where followed by section node, open brace, into data. First part is the data, next into data, it may be integer, float, or anything. Next part is the structure node, asterisk symbol next. So this is the general representation when you write the linked list programming. Today we are going to discuss only the single linked list only. Now how do you write a program? So if you want to implement the single linked list program, where I'm going to show the program to create and display nodes. So if you want to do it, what you want, you need, suppose the sample out input is, suppose I'm giving 4 nodes. To take the 4 nodes, for example, I can give 10, 20, 30, something. What are I'm going to create node, everything display after execute the program. So just I'm a user, I'm going to give input some numbers. That numbers will be stored in the linked list, and it will display it. That is the target of the program. And there are, if you want to implement, there are 2 functions required. One is called void create node list, and the void create node list int n. That's a parameter where function to create the list, another function to display list. So I can use void display list. And moreover, if you want to implement this one, we need another function called malloc. This is a function we use it to allocate space in memory during the execution of the program. Again repeating, malloc is the function used to allocate space in memory during the execution of the program. Let's go for another slide, another mode where I have program. So linked list concept were simply easy. There are 2 parts will be the data. So data followed by the link. data followed by the link. So the structure of structure of the link where the structure of the single link is followed by data and the link. Two parts of data and asterisk link. Let's go for the demonstration of the program. Then I start executing the online C compiler. That definitely helpful for you. So if you understand single linked list, where you can understand it easily, double linked and circular link also. Let's go notepad, there will program. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to write the program where I'm adding the hash input strlib.h standard library function. Then only it will accept the malloc and other functions. So I'm writing the program with struct node int num, then struct node space asterisk symbol next pointer, then asterisk symbol string node. Then I'm going to give the two pointers, such two functions, that is void create node list of int n, then void display list. Because I'm the user, after writing the function and implementation, I have to give the number of nodes. Suppose if you 5, the program will ask 5 nodes. If I give 6, it has 6 nodes one by one. Then I'm writing the main program into main, then int n printf linked list to create and display single list. This headline, and I'm giving some printf dot dot. This is for just readability and showing in the screen, output screen. Then printf input the number of nodes. I'm the user. I'm going to give. I'm using scanner for get the input through the keyboard. Then create node list of function I'm implementing. Then printf data entered in the list. Display list at plus return 0. So whenever I enter the list, it will be entered in the node, stored in the node, and display in the output screen. Then I'm going to implement the void create list function where I need two pointers. One is called the structure node, asterisk symbol f1 node, that is first node. Another one is has asterisk symbol tempo. We need a first node. This first node, the first element in the list where just in the structure or node. Okay. Then as asterisk symbol temp, this is one used to temporarily store the node. Temporarily I want to store the node, I can use the tempo, then temp pointer. Then I'm going to give int num comma I. Then I'm writing st node is equal to struct node asterisk symbol close bracket malloc of size of struct node. This is for allocate memory for starting node. Remember, allocate memory for starting node. Then once memory allocated successfully the program, then only you can enter the element. Then I'm giving the condition if st is equal to null x printf memory cannot be allocated. That meaning is what? If st null means exit if no memory has been allocated. Then else read data from for the node to the keyboard. That means I'm the user, I'm writing the program without error. If memory is successfully allocated, the meaning is what? The program ready to accept the linked list are ready to accept the node. What are the node? I would type 10 20, it will be accepted. Okay, so I'm writing the program again. Printf input data for the node 1, then scanf %d and num, because integer only using. Then I'm going to use the pointers st node next num is equal to num, then st node next num arrow next pointer is equal to num. That means links the address field to the null. Then I'm going to give temp is equal to st node. Then I'm going to create n nodes for and adding to the linked list. So number of nodes I'm the user, I'm going to give and add it. For that reason we need for loop. So I'm writing the program for I is equal to 2, I less than equal to n, I plus plus. Then I'm writing first node, that is f1 node is equal to struct node asterisk symbol malloc of size of struct node. Then I'm writing if f node is equal to null, what happens? Memory cannot be allocated. So if memory is full, can't do it. But memory else, what happen? Input data for the node %d comma I, then %scanf %d comma num and num. That means suppose I'm giving input the number nodes 4 means I can enter the 4 elements 10 20 30 40. If I again try to enter the memory, enter the elements, not possible. The single list won't take it. That's the meaning of this else part. At last I'm writing the pointers f1 node arrow num is equal to num, that is for link the number field of function num with the number. Then f1 node arrow next pointer is null, that is for links the address field of the function node with the null. Then temp I'm going to give arrow next pointer is equal to f1 node where links previous node, that is temporary node to the f1 node. At last I'm writing temp is equal to temp arrow next pointer. So if at all next pointer available, it go and take the store the node. Otherwise not possible. And then I'm writing the void display part where I'm writing such node has a strict simple temp. If st node is called null, what happened? List is empty. Remember. So if there is no value, you are not giving the value means the linked list will created with empty field. Then else part. Else I can write temp is called st node while condition temp is not equal null. What happened? Then print of data is called %d slash n temp arrow of that is for print the data of the current node. So in the current node I'm writing 20 means it displayed here automatically. Then I'm writing temp is called temp arrow next pointer that is for advances the position of the current node. So temp is the one store the values temporarily node values. Remember once you stop it, it will stop it. Okay, this is the program, simple program, just I'm going to execute. So what you understand means we are creating the node linked list single links where I'm going to, I'm just give the number of nodes, what are the number of nodes giving that I have to enter, and it should be displayed by the program automatically. Let's go execution. So I'm going to give again run the program. In previous system it described as queue. Please kindly watch the playlist, check the playlist also. So just I'm writing 4, so I can enter 4 nodes. First node I'm getting just type 10 and make it maximize. So the program malloc will help you to allocate the memory at the runtime. So another node I'm going to give 20. Another node I'm going to give 30. Another node at last I can give 40. So once I complete that, it will try to display the elements. Yeah, so successfully executed the program. So it's showing the element data 10, 20, 30, 40 what I just now entered in the screen. So like that you can implement the single linked list. Let's back to PPT. I hope that you understand what is a linked list and why we need and how to implement the help of the C program very easily. For any queries or suggestions, please kindly communicate with the social media at any time. And thanks for watching. Please like, share, comment, subscribe and press bell icon for more updates. Thank you.